What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to WWE 2K19 Universe Mode Worlds Collide Part 2. On that Backlash pay-per-view, we've got Adam Cole, baby, versus Shinsuke Nakamura. It's a new week. Yes, it is. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the 5 p.m. slot. Boy, oh boy, obviously Survivor Series last night. Plenty to discuss from Survivor Series. And we'll get into that here on the show. Now, I'm not going to get into every single match, break down every single match here. That's kind of not what I do here on this show. But there are kind of some overall things to discuss. Number one being the overall theme of the show, which was Raw winning every single match except for the pre-show. And the rumor is that nobody told the match producers for the pre-show that Raw was supposed to win the whole thing. So they kind of ignored the pre-show once they hit that main show, and that was weird. So there was that. Boom. Baby. But I feel like what they're doing here is that they're having Raw win every match, right? And that's going to affect whatever story they're doing with Shane on SmackDown, where the whole brand does not trust Shane's leadership anymore, or something along those lines that I'm sure we'll see this coming Tuesday. And here he comes. Nakamura, the current U.S. champion. Can he defend that belt and charge it for the first time to escape this universe mode? That looks real weird with the block arms. Looks real weird. Anyway, so the pre-show didn't count. That's weird, right? Obviously, one of the largest things people are discussing this morning is the whole Enzo thing, which I guess mission accomplished for Enzo. People are mentioning his name again, right? There's that. But that whole stunt was to promote his new album, which, by the way, is not good. Like, he doesn't make good music. As someone who, A, used to do some dabbling in hip-hop, and B, is a fan of hip-hop, even when there is music I don't like, when it's well-made, I can appreciate it for being well-made. But Enzo, he's not good. He's not good. So, he did that, right? Number one, that was the same security lady who interfered with Gronk at the WrestleMania Battle Royal, so kudos to her. She's 2-2, pretty much with that, which is pretty funny. And also, he's now banned from the Staples Center, totally, right? But here's the thing, right? Here is the entire thing with that, is that got him trending on Twitter, right? If you wanted to buy a promoted trend on Twitter, that's going to cost you between 200 and 300 grand. I don't think Enzo wants to spend that kind of money on a promoted trend on Twitter. However, buying a ticket, second row, for pay-per-view is like, what? 2 grand maybe on StubHub? So if your options to get trending on Twitter are either spend a couple $100 grand or spend like 2 grand and act stupid, you're going to spend 2 grand and act stupid. It's way cheaper and just as effective at getting yourself your name out there to help promote your album, which again, is not very good. Now, I would say match of the show, more or less, is kind of a toss-up between either the Cruiserweights, who were just going out there, going nuts. That Spanish fight off the table was bonkers. Just the bump that Mustafa took, falling backwards off the top turnbuckle into the barricade, that is just, the margin of error there is so thin on bumps like that. And good God, those guys just put it all out there, put it all on the line, and put on a hell of a match. And obviously also Ronda and Charlotte. And I feel like there was perhaps some hope there for a little bit. We were going to see the potential for Ronda and Becky at WrestleMania, but after the finish of Ronda and Charlotte, they're doing that again at Mania. Come on now. Now, you can get into, alright, was that a heel turn for Charlotte? Seems like it, but the crowd was cheering her, right? And they were kind of booing Ronda for, I guess, reasons. I don't really know. But to me, that says those two are going to fight again at Mania with unresolved issues. Certainly after that post-match kendo stick, chairs, Pillmanizer on the neck, all that stuff was like, oh, they're definitely going to have them fight again at Mania, right? Because otherwise, why would you do all that? And you start to wonder, all right, well then, was that the original plan for Becky to do all that? And they were just kind of, because the whole thing with Ronda is that she has to heavily rehearse these matches, so was that all just, all right, well, it's still rehearsed, so we're just going to do the same thing, but instead have Charlotte. So what does that mean for SmackDown, like, in the next couple of weeks? Like, what does that mean for the dynamic of Charlotte and Becky even though they obviously moved on after that last women's standing match from the feud, right? So, what does that mean for anything? I guess we'll have to watch SmackDown to find out and clarify how it's going to work, because I don't know anymore. Because then, at that point, right, if you assume that this means they're definitely going ahead with Ronda and Charlotte at WrestleMania, potentially in the main event, what does that mean for Becky at WrestleMania, right? And then, when your brain makes that connection, oh, here it comes, here it comes. He's going for it, Oh, reversed! Reversed Adam Cole, just too smart for Blockamora. When you make that connection in your brain, nice. You go, oh no. What is the dumbest thing, what is the most brain-dead thing they could do? And you're like, they would totally book Becky and Nia at Mania, wouldn't they? That is you don't want to reward Nia for being an unsafe worker, but that's totally a thing they would do to capitalize on the heat. And it was heat last night. They were booing her. Not because she's a heel, but because she injured Becky. So, it's wrestling. You had the lines get blurred a little bit. I understand that. But man, if they reward Nia with a Mania match versus Becky, just burn it all to the ground. Seriously. Anyway, I will say that the other side effect of that match that no one pays any attention to with AOP in the bar, because of Enzo, was the finish of Drake Maverick peeing his pants. And it's like, look, Vince did it, so Vince always is like, I won't ask my performers to do anything that I wouldn't do. And if Vince did it, then sure. And it was a weird, dumb finish of having that distraction of him peeing his pants because the Big Show, and then AOP wins the match. So, weird, but alright. Now, I will say in that men's elimination match, right, having The Miz constantly tag in Shane McMahon to keep doing his dumb Shane McMahon stunts was really funny to me. So, are we going to see Shane versus Miz at Mania? Like, maybe. But, that's me. And we have a new U.S. champion, so Blockamora failed in his defense, did not charge that belt, putting it down on the list. Adam Cole, your new U.S. champion. He could not hit the Kinblaka! And Adam Cole just took him out. Shocked the system here on the show.
Here is your winner, and the new United States champion, Adam Cole.
So that is 2 new champions. Oh no! Finn Balor is here! Finn Balor is mad about it. I don't know why. The belt! Don't drop the belt. Alright, I guess we have a new feud here for your new champion, and that is Finn Balor, who wants that U.S. title. So, ex-Bullet Club fighting ex-Bullet Club, I guess. That's cool. I am down with that 100%. Always down to see, hey, here's a new champion, and then here's a new challenger. Now, does that mean that Shinsuke not going to get his contractually obligated rematch clause at the next show? Maybe. Maybe not. Does this mean an instant feud here for Adam Cole and Finn Balor? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know how this game's gonna do things, so I guess we'll have to sit here and find out, won't we? And Finn Balor going to that drop zone. Going for it, folks. Coup de grace on the new champion. How about that? That Balor boy wants that belt. And your main event for the evening, the phenomenal AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre for that WWE title. Now, I could be wrong, but I feel like that Braun Stephanie thing had Steph telling him that he could not attack any of his teammates on his team at the show, and he did that, but perhaps that'll get addressed tonight, perhaps it won't. We'll see. Also, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar. Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar was more of a match than I ever thought it would be. Brock actually bumped quite a bit for a guy going back to UFC. And the thing with Brock is that he will definitely work with guys that he likes. And certainly when he has a match with Joe, like he can definitely appreciate and like Joe. And so, certainly, I would say Brock likes Bryan because they had a nice back and forth. They almost made you believe Bryan might get it done, but just at the end of the day, did not get there. But man, that was just like, you were like, man, Bryan might get this. I mean, it was not as close as, say, Dream and Ciampa on Saturday, where you were like, man, Dream's gonna win this. But it was still close enough where you were like, man, Bryan's getting in his offense, and he keeps on hitting Brock. He got Brock in his weakness, kicked him in the dick, which Taker did years back. And sure, it was sports entertaining, even if the beginning of that match was just like, what are you doing? Because the first, 5 minutes of that match was just Brock doing the usual Brock match, which is, alright, more suplexes, F5s, etc., etc. But finally, there was the ref bump, Bryan got the dick kick, and then it went into something, a different mode of that match, which honestly, very much appreciated, because I thought it was going to be just a total squash. Now, following up on that, is some news that AJ Styles is currently in negotiations to renew his contract. And one of the things that he wants is a reduced schedule, which would explain dropping the belt to Bryan. But Bryan already has a reduced schedule, so I'm not sure how that helps in any way. But, again, who knows how those negotiations will go. And I feel like, man, what if they fall through, and this rumored thing with Jericho and the Bucks and everything else comes true, and then AJ goes to that too? I mean, man, you could certainly stack that deck with talent if you really had all of the things line up the way you thought they might line up. But again, that's all kind of just smoke, and we're not sure if that's actually going to be a real thing yet or not. But calf crusher early on, and no, breaks the hold. Also on the show, Lars is getting called up to where, who knows, but they aired video vignettes for, hey, Lars, the Freak, coming soon. So, is that Raw, where you already have a giant monster beast in Braun Strowman, or is that SmackDown? I don't know how highly they regard Lars in terms of how they're going to have him called up for that bit of beardness. And yeah, I'm interested in how they further whatever this SmackDown storyline is with them losing all the main card matches to Raw, and SmackDown just getting thoroughly trounced and all that good stuff. So, I don't really know on that. I really don't know on that. It's going to be interesting to watch, if nothing else. Also, I saw some folks mad that Joe got taken out of the match really quickly, but the word on the internet has been that Joe is working injured. So, of course, don't have him in there for a whole match. He's actually just injured and nursing the injury. Just don't do that. But also, Lashley's also supposedly working injured, so I don't know. I don't know on that. Also, MVP on that show, R-Truth, is hilarious. Going into the wrong locker room, and then also being like, I want to be on SmackDown. Like, you're already on SmackDown, dude. So, good stuff there all around. Enjoying all of that stuff with R-Truth. Now then, can AJ Styles successfully defend his title here against the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre? I suppose that remains to be seen. Here, again, going for the calf crusher. Going for the calf crusher. Going for the calf crusher. And no, gets out of the calf crusher here. And Drew, just too strong. Legs too big. McIntyre tossing him out. Please don't. Oh, Drew, come on. You're too big to suicide dive, Drew. Why does everybody got to suicide dive? Or why do they all have to tope? Tope suicida, mamma mia. Drew McIntyre, he wants that title. He's putting it all on the line, folks. Okay. Drew, boom, with that big gut buster. He wants to put away he has the weight and the height advantage. And he just wants to... Oh, another submission maneuver here from Drew this time. It is the battle of the submissions here in the early goings. I guess the mid-goings of this particular matchup. But AJ Styles didn't get to where he is today without being a little bit crafty. And a little bit, or I guess a lot, phenomenal. Big belly to belly off the ropes from Drew. 1, a 2, and only 2. Sorry, Drew. What does he have to do, folks? What does he have to do to put away the reigning, defending WWE champion. He needs to hit that. He needs to hit that Claymore. Is what he needs to do. And can he hit that Claymore? That is a whole different question. Right now, AJ just too quick. Just too quick. But no! Drew brings it back with a devastating clothesline. Drew with a big gut-wrench powerbomb on the champion. Now, will we see the Future Shock? There's the headbutt. All right, the headbutt sets it up. It sets it up. He should have his finisher now. Either the Future Shock DDT or the Claymore kick or a pinfall. And a 2 count. And AJ still kicks out. You should have that Claymore now, though. You should have that DDT now, Drew. Future Shock DDT! Boom! Plants him. Referee out of position. 1, a 2, and only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. That's why he's phenomenal. Sorry, Drew. Gonna have to try a little bit harder than that. McIntyre going for it again, but nope. Denied. Denied. And then into another half Boston Crab. Leg lock. Like, again, guys like Drew that are that tall, you take out the base, and then you're good. And then you're good. AJ, though, rolling to the outside. Perhaps not the smartest move in the world here with Drew. Oh, reverses it. But no phenomenal forearm there. Nope. Instead, Drew reverses that. And he's still. Oh, Thesz press. McIntyre. 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 Why did so many guys have the Thesz press? I don't know. And dragging AJ to the center of the ring. Pinfall again. And only a 2 count. He's still in this, folks. Trying to weather this storm. And AJ, dragon screw leg whip. Going to the top rope. Will it be the spiral tap? Nope. Just jump right down. All right. Teasing us, AJ. Oh, what's this? The Bunny in the Bank is here. Bunny in the Bank with his briefcase. He's cashing in, folks. He's cashing it in. Bunny in the Bank, handing it over. He's like, all right, I'm in this match now. Ding, 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 gloom. We now have a triple threat match. It is now a triple threat. AJ, McIntyre, and the Bunny in this triple threat for the WWE title. That is amazing. Amazing that the Bunny is here. He cashed in his Bunny in the Bank briefcase. And phenomenal stalling second rope suplex, the power of McIntyre. But how will the Bunny change the complexion of this match? How will, like, now it's just McIntyre and the Bunny here. And certainly, having fought this match for a bit, oh, pile driver on the Rabbit. He ain't hopping around now. How will this change considering that Drew and AJ have already fought for a bit here? They're already a bit tired, and the Bunny is fresh, as fresh can be. So if the Bunny can come in here and hit a finisher, and can he hit that hoppity hop from the top rope? Going for it. Oh, hopped on him. Coup de grace. Adam Cole is just down. McIntyre down. 1, 2. Oh, that was so close. I thought the Bunny had it. I thought he had it, folks. How can the Bunny put away AJ Styles? 1, 2. Only a 2 count. AJ still resilient. Not giving up. Not giving up against the Bunny. He refuses to lose here. That is why he is truly phenomenal. But the Bunny is not done with AJ Styles just yet. I'm going to the outside. Going back to the inside. Wait, what? And here comes McIntyre. McIntyre pissed that his one-on-one opportunity is ruined from his Money in the Bank cash-in. The Bunny trying to have the heist of the century times 2, but did not quite get the job done. Face into that solid steel turn, buckle, over and over. Delete, delete. The Bunny, though, he is still fresh, though. He is still, like, way fresher than either of these men. But if Drew here can hit the Claymore on the Bunny, it might be over for him. I don't know. Pinfall on a face stomp? Come on now. Come on, and not even a 1 count. Not even a 1 count on that Rabbit. Man, I hate that Rabbit. And then Drew here again, back into it as the Bunny just lays motionless in the center of the ring. Just about, oh no! Styles clash on McIntyre. Busted him open. Bunny, can he make it? 1, 2. The Bunny botched it. AJ retains, charges the belt. Money in the Bank cash-in bailed from the Bunny. So, sorry, Rabbit. Sorry. Maybe next time. AJ has now charged that title 1 time. He just needs 1 more. So, hell of a match there. Hell of a highlight reel. And the unexpected Bunny in the Bank cash-in. Good God. Sorry. The champ that runs the camp, the face that runs the place is still your WWE champion.
The phenomenal AJ Styles.
And that, my friends, was Backlash. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow, back to Raw. More videos every day. I'll see you next time, right here on this channel. And I'm out.